Hello, I'm Sophia and today I have a story to tell you. When I first came to CSG, I thought that I had the whole rest of my life figured out. I was going to start a foundation and build tiny houses for homeless people. About halfway through the semester, I realized that in fact was not what I wanted to do. That was not the dream that I wanted to pursue. I now realize that everything you think you want to do will not necessarily turn out the way you want it, and sometimes you'll change your mind, even when you are really set on something. I had changed my mind, but I knew that I still wanted to help people. I just wasn't sure how. Coming to CSG has helped me to know myself better and has given me more courage. However, when I got here, I did not act at all as I really am and how I would act at home. I did not feel comfortable or confident enough to be myself. As the semester went on, though, I began to get to know all of the other girls here like they were my sisters, and I started to act like I was at home with my family. Through all of the times when we were laying on the bathroom floor because we were laughing so hard, and the times when we would collapse in laughter when practicing our math presentations, lying on top of Mount Cadillac in a pile to keep warm, or jumping into the freezing cold ocean on Thanksgiving Day, I really learned to show my true colors. All of these moments led me to connect with the girls here like they were my family. A family is loving, supporting, and forgiving, and because the community here is like that, I was able to take my courage and be myself. One of the things that I learned the most about courage from was leadership class. When I first came to CSG, I really didn't have any idea what leadership was. Now that I have had leadership classes for 4 months, I have discovered what it's all about. To me, being a leader does not mean being more powerful than the people you are leading, but rather helping them to thrive and helping them to be the best they can. Being a leader means showing people the way and being in tune with your emotions and the emotions of the people around you. And to do that, you have to know yourself. I learned many new skills in leadership class, and I hope that I will continue to use them throughout my life. Throughout the semester, I have noticed when I have applied new skills to real-life situations. One of the tools that we learned in class was fierce conversations. I noticed that during phone conversations with my friends and family back home, I found myself telling them to advocate for themselves and do what they really wanted. I hope that in starting fierce conversations, I influenced them to say what they felt they need to say and be who they are. This idea of needing courage in order to be yourself is one that I truly believe in. I think that this idea is one that should be spread far and wide to everybody. I believe strongly in all of the things that I've learned here, and I think that everybody deserves to learn in an environment where they are comfortable enough to harness their courage and be themselves. For this to be possible, I think that you have to be the leader that is inside of you and be who you really are so that others around you will feel that they can be who they are too. You have to use your strengths and judgment to affect the way that others act or live their lives. For example, the way that you talk to people will greatly influence the way that they reply. It depends on the tone of voice that you use and your choice of words. While learning and using these new skills, I also learned to think about my passions. One day, I was doing my homework and I had an epiphany. I wanted to become an anthroposophic doctor. Anthroposophic medicine is a practice that is based on the idea that the human body can heal itself. I am interested in this form of alternative medicine, and I would love to practice it as a career. I have never liked going to the doctor, and I know that a lot of people don't either, so I thought that this would be a good way to help people because they would feel comfortable while getting the care they need. Whenever I went to an anthroposophic doctor when I was younger, I felt relaxed, comfortable, and confident. This interest may change in a few months, and I might not be interested in medicine anymore, but I like the idea that I can tell when my interests are changing. This made me realize that in order to admit that you are not interested in something anymore, you need to know yourself at a deeper level, and it also takes a lot of courage to let go of something that you are so invested in. I would love to continue chasing my dreams when I return home, so I will start by getting in contact with doctors in my area and possibly do an internship with them. I can also make a connection with the anthroposophic doctor that I used to go to when I was younger and talk to them about how to go about achieving my dream. Being who I am in my home community, I think, will have an impact on the lives of others as well as myself. I will hopefully be able to make them feel comfortable in being who they are too, now and long into the future. Now that I have the knowledge of who I am, and I know what leadership means to me, it will lead me to put myself out there more than I did when I first came to CSG, and it will aid me in confidently advocating for myself. I was always quiet and I never really talked that much before coming here. I hope that now that I'm more confident in who I am, I will hopefully be able to speak more easily than I did before. Being able to do this will help me to pursue and achieve my dreams. It is also bound to help me when making connections with new people in my community who could possibly help me to figure out how I want to help others. I will make connections with people who either have the knowledge of what I'm interested in or who have strong leadership roles in my community. I can also make stronger connections with people who I have already met, for example, my friends. I feel that some of my friends don't act authentically when they are around me. But if I act authentically, then they will too, and this can help us to build a stronger and more lasting relationship like the ones that I have formed here at CSG. Being here has helped me to find the courage to be myself, and having that courage has given me many opportunities to think more deeply about who I am as a person, which has helped me realize what I am truly passionate about.